You guys, it's yet a new episode. It's yet episode 13, guys. We are in episode 13. We always do the great things here. We do the greatest things there. I hope you guys drank water, because in the previous episodes I asked you to drink water and stay hydrated. Yeah, so guys, welcome to episode 13 of our build process. We are still on our playlist. So far so good. We've done all the beautiful things that we need to do, and today we are gonna build, I think, the checkout screen. This is gonna be the episode 13 where we will be working on the checkout screen. So guys, don't forget to check it out, and don't forget to subscribe as you are about to begin this video. The first thing you do is to subscribe. The first thing you do is to follow before you even start watching the video. Yeah, so guys, let me get the thing set up, and then we can get into business. Yeah, so first things first, let me take care of things so that we can jump into business. Where are we? Yeah, we are here. It's me. I think I've seen this name before. I've seen the name It's Me before. I think so, yeah. Let me get some few things set up. I think I have to find a better way of doing this. There's no better way I can do this. Yeah, okay. I think I think I know how to actually do this the next time. Yeah, I know how to do this the next time. Yeah, so guys, we're about to get started. I hope you guys are ready for what it's coming up, because it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. It's gonna be crazy, so I hope you guys are ready. Yeah, do that, and then let's get to business. Yeah, so guys, this is episode 13 of what we've started long ago. We are still on it. We are not gonna give up on it. This is what we do all the time. So yeah, it's good to have you on board. Now let me do this. Yeah, now this is looking good. Yeah, hi, what's the name? Is that Styler3? Hello. Yeah, so guys, let's build our app. Let's already start running the emulator and see what we have in there. We don't have we have no time to waste, so we'd have to be quick with this. Yeah, why is the emulator acting dull? How many apps am I running? What's on desktop 2? There's nothing in here, but the emulator seems to be acting so dull, like it needs paracetamol. Yeah, see how dull it is, guys. Let me stop this emulator and rerun it again. Whilst I am rerunning the emulator, let's take a look at the design and see what we have to do for this episode. So guys, we have a lot. I thought we only have about 2 or 3 things, but we have a lot. So yesterday, in the previous episode 13, we were able to finish up with this whole screen. I think, was there something we needed to do that we did not finish? Yeah, I think we were able to do all this. There's one thing that we would have to do, which is like the subtotal, all right, the calculations down here, but that's for another day. It's just a 1 + 1, 2 + 2, so you can actually it's just an addition and minus, so yeah, you can check it out. Yeah, so this episode, yeah, this screen, which is the checkout screen, is what we are going to be focusing on. Yeah, so we are going to have the same AppBar as usual, and then we are going to have this delivery address, we are going to have payment methods and all those things. Then afterwards we can move on to maybe the screens and all that. Yeah, it's just going to be very simple. So sit tight and wear your seat belts. Yeah. Guys, how is it going at your end? I hope you guys are coding though. You guys to be coding every day, man. Yeah. So let's get our emulator running so that we can jump into business. Don't forget to sub. Yeah. the first platform where you experience real-time coding. Real-time coding, not just coding, but coding with discussions and conversation. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So if this is your first time here, know that we do beautiful things here. Over here we discuss code, we discuss tech, and we built like 1972. We built like we're in 1972. That means you won't see us using AI, because yeah, the brain is so vast and we can actually do whatever we want to do straight from the head. So yeah, that is that. Is it faster now? I think it's the same thing. So guys, let's run our app and see what we've done so far. If this is your first time on the channel, right? If this is your first time on the channel, we have a lot of episodes, right? A lot of episodes concerning this particular playlist, where we started from scratch, episode 1, 2, 3, all the way to episode 13. So if this is your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe and also check out the other episodes inside of the channel. Yeah, so let's run our app and then get to business. Guys, salut. Salut, that's French, right? If you want to say hello, hello in French is salut. Oh, guys, I can speak French. I'm going to France, Paris. Yeah, to define yourself in your unique way. This is how we are defining ourselves. We are defining ourselves as a community, the code researcher community, very unique in whatever we do, and that is how we are going to carry ourselves till. Yeah, so the email, right? The email is code researcher. We've started already at gmail.com, and then we are going to have our password. Then let's log in. So let's log in. We have this. We've worked on the save screen already, the cart. Okay, so let's add an item to cart so that we can make use of it. So pick this Adidas, add it to cart, and then come down here. Then we have it in cart. Now, what else can we do on the screen? The next thing we can do on the screen is to go to checkout, right? So what we can do here is to go to checkout, and that is what we are about to do. Yeah, so let's build the checkout screen, and then that should be it. Checkout screen, it's under cart. I don't know if I should build views, but I think I can just create a new folder. The reason why I'm not nesting screens inside of screens is because I only want to have like feature. So one feature should have widgets, and then maybe the models and providers under it. I don't want to nest a screen inside of a screen. So a screen inside becomes a lot. So let's create the checkout, and then the checkout screen. So directory checkout, and we can create our file, which will be the checkout screen, like this. And then we are going to create it as a provider. Yeah, checkout screen, and then let's do our import. To import the material, and then also add this one, import Riverpod, right? You know, Riverpod, we get the provider from Riverpod, the provider functionality from Riverpod. So we bring Riverpod, and then what we are gonna do next is that on the cart screen, when we click on what are we gonna click on to move next? Where are the buttons? Yeah, so when we click on go to checkout, we would be going to checkout. Yeah, so let's do this. Proceed to checkout. We are just gonna do this. Navigator dot of context dot push. We are doing a push, right? And then the route is just gonna pick the material page. So let's pick the material page route, and then in here we are gonna specify the route, and then point to where we want to go. So that's just going to be the checkout screen. If this is your first time seeing this and you are confused, you can check previous video 1, 2, 3, and take a look at it, or you can check the Flutter Essentials playlist, and then you search how to transfer data from screen to screen, and then you'll be able to understand what the navigator is about. Yeah, so we can rerun and then click this, then this becomes our checkout screen. So on this checkout screen, we are looking for this. We are looking for something like this. Yeah, we are looking for something like this. So to achieve this, what we can do is to have this as checkout, which is going to be the AppBar. And guys, do we still need the notification icon on the screen? It's crazy, but I think we need it. Guys, thank you very much for the likes. I really appreciate all of them. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we are gonna have all this. Yeah, that's what the UI wants us to do, the developer or the designer wants us to do, so we'll just have to do it. Yes, Captain, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so we can get all this from the notification screen, right? We've already built the notification screen, so we just go in there and then we seal the app bar from the notification screen, right? We take it from there, go straight to the checkout screen, and then we are going to change this, which is the placeholder, to our scaffold widget. So if we should rerun and navigate here, we now have this. Then we can now put this inside of our app bar like this. So import the necessary files or the necessary assets that we need, then we should be good to go. So yeah, this is what we have, and this is what we are going to see if we run this, right? Okay, we need the icon, so let's go to the cart screen and pick the icon from there, the notification icon. Where is it? It should be in actions. Yeah, so this is what we are going to get from here. Oh, don't cut, just copy, close here, and after titles, enter title, let's have actions, and then it's going to be this. Yeah, so let's rerun, and then we can have an icon. When we click on it, we go to the notification screen. When we click, we go back to the checkout screen. Yeah, so that is what we have, and then this is going to be the checkout title. Yeah, the title is going to be checkout like this. So that is that with the checkout screen. We are good to go. Now we can focus on the body of the screen, which is this. Yeah, so let's create our body. The body is going to take a single child scroll view as usual. The child will be a column because we want them to be aligned vertically, and then the column is going to have children. Boss Tank, thanks very much for the follow. The column is going to have children, and then we will wrap the column inside of padding, right? And because we need some spacing around the edges, we can set the horizontal padding of the column to this 16. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate all of them. Army Tafa. Yeah, so now that we have this, there's going to be nothing yet until we rebuild. Yeah, so what do we have? This is what we are gonna get. I don't know if we should build this divider. I don't know if we should build it, but I think we can do that, so it's not an issue. I think we even did it on the setting screen. Guys, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so this here, I don't know if this is going to be scrollable. This particular design, all right, these designs are cool, but the only issue is that they haven't been prototyped, right? So even if we try to prototype them, right, it's not going to look quite well like how we're supposed to have it. So you see, we can't actually make use of anything. It's just a static design like what we have here. Yeah, so after having this, we can jump into building, but we firstly have to analyze what we have on the screen, right? So this is what we are going to have. I don't know if we would have to make this widgets on its own. So if this is going to stick at the top, and then we will make this side scrollable. I don't know if that's how we are going to have it, or I think this is, I think it's a widget on its own. So yeah, so we are going to focus on this section. we are going to focus on the delivery stuff like this. What 10 black, yeah. So we are going to focus on this, and then we can move on from there. Yeah, so what do? We are gonna have to build I think a row, right? We are gonna have to build a row, and then inside the row we are gonna have to build a column first. So the column will take this two, and then the first one is gonna be this row, the second one will be this row, first icon followed by this. We can have this as a list style, but a list style will kind of give us a little bit of an issue, so we'll just go with the row, and then that will be it. 7. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so guys, let's move on. So we are going to call this one, let me just put this here. So the first one is notifications, no, location. Yeah, delivery location. So let's have this as a delivery location. Yeah, and then below delivery location we are going to have a sized box, right? So let's create this sized box like this. The child is going to be this column, and then column is going to have children, and then the first child is going to be a row, right? And this row would have a main axis of space between, because we want to have space between the two children, so we would have this space between. And then in there we are going to have children. We would have a text representing the first child. So let's say this is first child, the start, right? And then the second is going to be the, let's say, end child, right? So this one is the start child and then end child. So if you rerun this, you have to get this this text here and here. So rerun, and then you have this too. Yeah, so basically what we are doing is just drawing a line, all right? Drawing a state where we would know where to put our new widget or how to start building our widget. Yeah, so having the start child and the end child, we know the start is going to be the delivery address, and then the end is going to be this particular button, all right, or this design. Thank you guys, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, if you are enjoying this and you want to have a better view, I am live on the Red app. You can just check my bio, and in there you would have access to my Red app. Yeah, so in there you'll have access to my Red app. Other videos and everything that I've been doing are all in there, so you should be able to enjoy it anyhow you want. Anytime you want to connect with me, just check it out, and then you have access to it. Putting it in the video is always causing TikTok to kind of limit my views, limit the recommendations, drop me down, and that is why I'm no more making it putting it out here. Thank you for the gift. Amitafar. Yeah, so guys, let's get back to business. So let's first check what kind of text this is. This is a semi-bold text with 16 sizing, and then the color is primary 900 as usual. All right, so in here the first child, as we have here, right, is going to be the delivery address, which is going to be the first child. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. And guys, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate all of them from the bottom of my heart. So let's have our app text, the app text that we've created long ago, and then I think it's gonna be semi-bold. Yeah, yo bro, all it's good, man. Okron yo bro, yeah, all is good. I hope all is good with you too. Oh, the text, yeah, so we're gonna have this as delivery address like this. And the next thing we want to look out for is I think the sizing is 16 by default, and then also what's next, everything, yeah, that's it. So if we rerun, is it a semi-bold? Yeah, it's a semi-bold. Yeah, rerun, and then we are gonna have this as delivery address. But if you look at the screen, on top of this we have this divider, right? And I want us to build that divider. The design says it has to look exactly like what we have on the UI, so we have to do that. Let me leave this here and then just call it the divider. I want to actually comment out leave a comment at on whatever we are doing, so that when you join, you have access, or you would automatically understand what we are doing. So this is going to be our constant divider, like this, and then we are going to give it a color, right? So it will be our app colors. It will be our app colors dot I think primary. Yeah, so primary 900, like this. No, it's supposed to be primary 100. So let's import that. You are legendary, bro. You are the only developer I didn't see that use AI. Yeah, bro. It is what it is, bro. It's fun building this way, so I just enjoy it, and it's nice. And you know, a lot of people, I have a lot of people that I am actually taking through software development or mobile applications development, so that compels me to actually write code without using AI, so that they would also understand what is going on behind the scenes. Behind the scene. And also personally, I enjoy writing code, so yeah, it's good to have you on board. Thank you for the comments. Yeah, so guys, we have our first child. What we're going to do next is build this. This is just going to be a text button, and then that text button will have a decoration of this underline. So this text is basically a medium text with a size of 14. Yeah, so that is what we will be doing. Yeah, that is what we will be doing. Let me go in here so that we can do something cool. What do I have? Let me see here. Yeah, so we will take this, right, text button. I hope you understand, you know why we are using the text button. But the thing is, if I use the text button, it's going to push the element a little bit away from the edge, and I don't want it. Text button has by default, every button, yeah, all the buttons have some default patterns that you can't take off even if you want to. So I can't take that off. All I have to do is to replace this text button with InkWell. So I can have InkWell to have that particular splash, because I would love to have the splash color. So to have the splash color, I will use InkWell, so that when I tap, I'll have that splash color. So this the to do here is to navigate the user. Yeah, navigate user to the address, right? Address screen, where you can change your address to address screen. Let's just have it this way. What? And that is our to do. Yeah, then the child of this on tap is just going to be the app text. Let's call our app text. Do you have LinkedIn, bro? Yeah, bro, I have LinkedIn. It's my name. It's my name. I think I can put it in there. It's my name. Let me see. Even you can actually search. The thing is, you can actually search my name, this name, right, on YouTube, and you can you would basically have access to all my my socials, because this one I said you Google, yeah, Google knows me very well. So if you search my name, just the name, you would have access to all my socials. You can also search code with Setso on Google, and then you would have access to almost all my socials and my Red app channel and everything. So yeah, if you want to enjoy the live on the Red app, you can basically search that, or go inside my live my bio, right, my TikTok bio, and you have access to everything concerning me. Yeah, bro, you're welcome. Yeah, so our medium text, I want to check if the default sizing, yeah, so the default sizing is I think 16 or something, so we would have to set it ourselves. Let's do the text, and this text is like what's the text? It says change, right? BH, thank you very much for the follow. Yes, so this text says change, and then there's font size. Yeah, font size is gonna be 14.0, and then we are gonna have it like this. This is what it says, change. Yeah, and then we are gonna have the underline. I think, is it decoration? Yeah, and then we can have underline. Yeah, So we would have it underlined like this, and because of the InkWell, we can actually click it and we'll have that splash effect. Yeah, unfortunately it feels like it's not you can see the full screen on the TikTok, but if you go inside the red app, you would have access to everything. Yeah, link in my bio. Yeah, so guys, after getting this, the next thing we want to build is this part, right? So it's also going to be another child inside of the column, but this one is going to have a row, and that row is going to have a column, then this. Yeah, so let's do that. So after this first row, we are going to have a second row, which would be same thing. Yeah, no, I think we can go straight to children. And then we are gonna need the location icon, right? Location icon. So we can have icon, and then in here we would call the location. I think that's this icon here, and then the color. I think the color should be 500. Yeah, so app colors 500. Let's confirm from here. Primary 400. Okay, not 5. Yeah. So rerun this, and then we have this. We can put a little space in between these two. So let's check this and this. What's the space in between? Beam boy, beam. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so this is 16. We can put that space in here, and then that is it. I shouted beam. I know the shatter people are gonna hate, but bro, I enjoy the two of them. I enjoy beam, I enjoy shatter, I enjoy everybody. Yeah, just give me good music, that's all I want. And then our icon size, I think, is the default size here, 24. And then we are going to have the next child, which would be a column. What is the gap? The spacing is 8px. Yeah, so after this icon, what we want to do to this row, I will do it later, and for you guys to see. So after this icon, the next thing we are going to have is this column. All right, so we are gonna have this column, and before that, let's put a little space in between the children. Yeah, so let's have this sized box of width, which would be 8.0. Yeah, and then we are gonna have this as a column. Yeah, then this column is gonna have children like this, and then the first child is app text. I think this should also be semi-bold of 14. Yeah, and then this is a regular of 14. Yeah, and it's 500. Yeah, so in here we are gonna have our app text. Why do I always do the caps? Yeah, dot semi-bold, and then the text is going to be the name of the location. So let's say you are using home location, right? So that would be like home. And then we are Kwesi Jerry. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, and then the font size is going to be 14.0. Yeah, we have that. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the gift. Kwesi Jerry, thank you for the clap. Thank you. Jafta, thank you. Yeah, so guys, after this, the next thing we're gonna do next, the next thing we want to do is to create the next child, which is going to be apptext.regular. Right, what framework is this? Yeah, this is the Flutter SDK. So this one is going to use this location. It's going to use the location that we have here. So Kwesi Jerry is asking what framework is this, and it's the Flutter SDK that we use. Yeah, so we have our regular, and then we Barima, thanks very much for the follow. Thank you guys, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I really appreciate all of them. If you want to watch the other videos, you want to always connect with me and be part of the community, please check my bio. Right, check my bio on the red app. I am live right now, and everything that you would love to see me do is available in there on the red app. So check my bio and let's connect on the other side of things too. Thursday, thank you. Yeah, so color, and then we are gonna have our app colors. Guys, thank you for the likes. Yeah, so we would have this. Now you see, are you full stack developer, senior? I don't know. I love mobile development, but I do web, I design a little, and I do backend and all that too. I don't normally call myself a full stack. I say I'm a mobile dev, and I know everything that concerning the other stacks as well. So you just call me the mobile dev, yeah. But I can do the other things as well. Yeah, guys, we are a lot, right? So let's reshare. What code editor is this? This is the Android Studio code editor. This is the Android Studio code editor. Yeah. Guys, let's connect, okay? The red app. Yeah, so we have this. As you can see, this text is aligned in the center, right? So what we have to do is go to this column and set the cross axis to start. So let's do this, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, now we have the text, but if you look at the UI, this location icon is aligned at the start, right? Which means it's aligned at the start of the row. And if you check in here, it seems it's aligned in the center. So we'll go to the parent row, and then we'll set the cross axis. Because it's in a row, the cross axis becomes a column, right? So we'll set the cross axis of the row to start, and then that should push this icon upwards. Yeah, and I feel like the spacing between them is too much, so we can have a 4.0, and then let me see. Yeah, this is manageable. Yeah, so this is what we have here. This is what we have according to the UI, right? According to the design, looking like this. This is what we have. Now the next thing is to build the other section. Yeah, and before we go there, we need the divider, right? So we can just make use of this divider that we've already designed here. Yeah, so let's go down here, use this divider, and then move forward. But I can also check the spacing. Let's see, what's the spacing? This is 20, and this too is 20. Yeah, will AI take your job? Nah, AI will not take my job. Because if I want to build with AI, I can build with AI. So AI will not take my job. Yeah. You said which editor? Yeah, Android Studio. This is it. Let me drop it in the comment section. Android Studio. I can code with AI. I can code without AI if I want to. Yeah. So this is it. Android Studio. That's the name. If you check the red app, this is the name. On the red app, this is the name, right? Code with Setso. This is the name on the red app, so pinned in the comment section. You can have access to it and then check it out. What of VS Code? Yeah, you can also install Flutter on VS Code. You can install Flutter on VS Code. Unfortunately, I only did a tutorial on how to install it on Android Studio and Mac, but I haven't done the VS Code one. Guys, I'm sorry. I'll try to do that. Yeah, so you can check Code with Setso on the red app. I am live right now, so you can check it out and then connect with me, and also check the video that you can use to install the emulator and all those things. Where are you from? Yeah, I am from Ghana. I'm in Ghana. I was born in Ghana, and I'm living in Ghana. Yeah, so I think the spacing is okay. We are even using 22, and that one was requiring us to use 20. No, this is not okay. Okay, I think let's add the new one, then take a look at it, whether it's okay or not. Yeah, so now we'll be building this section, which is the payment method, and then followed by this. Guys, I'm excited, I'm excited about building this because it looks good, and I can't wait to build it. Oh, damn. Yeah, so let's do this as quickly as possible before we move on. Yeah, so come in here. We are gonna, which one is this? This is the payment method, right? Yeah, so let's comment this as the payment method. This is to help those that will check the code later, so that you won't have to crack your head so much to get what we are doing. Yeah, so sized box, the child is going to be a column, and then we're going to have children. So the first child is going to be the payment method, just as the address. So what we can do is to pick this address, the semi-bold, this text. Yeah, we can pick it from here. So all we do is put this here. I have just started learning to code and I feel completely lost. Yeah, it's normal to feel lost because it's a new state for you. Your mind actually have to familiarize itself with whatever thing it is saying there. You know, this programming is a whole different planet on its own, right? It's like a language. Thank you, Kofi. Thank you, Vikings, for the follow. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for the follow. Yeah, so coding, this, we call it a programming language because it is a language. It is the language of the computer, right? So when you start learning it, you get so confused. Your mind is not familiar with it. Your brain, nothing of you is familiar with that language. So you get very lost, and sometimes it becomes overwhelming. You might even give up, and that is important, and it's very important to have someone that guides you and also motivates you to build more, right? So apart from me coding online, I also train people, right, that are interested in learning mobile application development and all those things. I train them. I do one-on-one sessions with them. We have the August session going on, right? All the time I try to make you learn what you are supposed to learn. And the September session is coming up. If you want to be part of it, you can also send a DM, then I'll show you what's around it. Yeah, I'm just learning, but I'm starting with VS Code. Yeah, VS Code is an IDE. Yeah, so VS Code is an IDE. VS Code have nothing to do with the language that you are using to build, right? It's just an IDE, an integrated development environment, yeah, that you can use to run several or different apps or different languages or softwares that you want to build, right? So VS Code is like a whole different thing on its own. So you can just send a DM, and then I think I'll see what I can do about that. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the follow. Now let's get back to business. Yeah, so let's rerun this. We will have this as delivery address. We are supposed to call it payment method, right? So let's have it as payment method like this. Yeah, so we have it as payment method, and then we want it to be aligned to the start, right? So we go to the parent element, which is the column, and set the cross-axis alignment to start. Guys, thank you for the likes and the follows. Yeah, so under payment method, we would build the next thing. We will build the next widget, which would be what? The row, right? We are going to build the next widget, which is going to be this. They are all buttons, icon buttons. Beautiful. Yeah, so below this, we are going to have to put a little bit of spacing between them. So we'll have a size box with a height of 20. That's what the UI says. Guys, thank you very much for the follow, and thank you for the likes. If you want to enjoy this on the Red app, I am live on the Red app, and guys, there are about 135 videos on the Red app. YouTube, yeah, the Red app. You can check my name just as I have on this TikTok. The name is Code with Setso. You can check it on the Red app. You have access to all the videos. Please, when you get there, don't forget to subscribe. And also you can check my bio for the link directing you straight to the Red app. Yeah, so in here we have this spacing, and then we are going to use row because the elements are aligned horizontally. We use the row widgets, right? Yeah, so we are going to use row, and row is going to have children, and the first thing we do is build the first widget, and this is like a filled button. So we are going to call the filled button and build that. Over time you'll understand the difference between the buttons: filled button, elevated button, icon button, text button, all those buttons. Yeah, this IDE, Cleveland is asking what IDE is this. This is the Android Studio IDE. Android Studio powered by IntelliJ. Yeah, so to do this is language that SDK Flutter. Language.sdk Flutter. Thank you guys. Thank you for the folder. Yeah, so in here we are going to create this select method, right? So on click of the button we are selecting the payment method, and that is what we are doing. You are welcome, brother. Thank you for the folder. Don't forget to check the red app. The name is Code with Setso, just as you are seeing here, so don't forget to check it out. Yeah, so in here we are gonna have this items, right? We are gonna need these two items, which is the card, the icon, and the text, right? So we can have a row, guys. Thank you for the folder. We can have a row, and we will have icon, and this icon, I think it's card, right? It's card. I saw you invited me. Yeah. That is TikTok. TikTok knows TikTok knows you are an active viewer, so anytime I go live, it automatically invites you to come join. So you were live and you didn't show up. That's why TikTok brought you. Yeah, to cross axis, and then we can have it as start. Yeah, like this. I think we can take the spacing off because it's too much for me. Yeah, and then I text you on WhatsApp. Really? When was that? Okay, I have to check. I'll check. Yeah, I'll check. My boss. Yeah. Guys, so after this we will need a text. When did you text? Because I think, okay, I would have to go down and check all the other text. Maybe I might be missing one or two. Yeah, so let's have this text, which is the card. It's a medium of 14. Yeah, so we can have app text just today, almost now, but it's regarding what we've been talking about. Okay, all right, then I'll take a look at it. Yeah, so medium, and then I'm gonna have this as text. I'll take a look at it, and then this is gonna be card. Yeah, so run this, and then we'll have this, and then the font size is 14.0, like this. +1. Thank you for the +1. Should beginners learn CSS or Python? Yeah, the language you learn is dependent on your end goal, right? So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to use your skill for, is what determines the language you would want to start with. So you have to know what you want to start with, and then I can tell you maybe this is a language that would work for you. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much for the follow. Ina says, what language is this? This is the Dart language. And Junaid said, I'm doing C. I can't code hello world. Wow, bro, what happened? Thank you guys for the follow. Guys, I'm live on the red app, right? I am live on the red app, guys. Let's go on the red app and spore there. Yeah, the name is Code with Setso. Yeah, and the crazy thing is that you see these videos that we've been doing all the time. I come live every day, all the time. Yeah, but people are not aware. So guys, let's go to the red app and spore there, then come back. Let's just spore everywhere so that people will know that there is something beautiful going on. Okay, Junaid, you can text me. You can text me for anybody that's like finding difficulty in getting started, or you don't know what you want to learn, you don't know what to do. All I need is for you to be interested in learning, then maybe I can guide you to what to do. Yeah, so you can send a DM, and then we'll talk about that. Yeah, so guys, let's put a little spacing over here, which is probably going to be an 8.0 spacing. Junaid, thanks for the follow. What's time in your country right now? Yeah, currently it's 8:33 p.m. The time in my country is 8:33 p.m. Yeah, so guys, we have the card, we have this the icon, and then the image, right? The next thing, the icon and the text. So the next thing we have to do is to design or style the button to look exactly like this. We've done this several times, so you know we can get it done back just right now. So we can have style, and then we can have what's the name, field button, right? We can have a field button, our field button dot style from, right? And then the background color, we're gonna have you know, we already have our app colors, and then that is going to be the 900. Yeah, so if we rerun, you know, we are gonna have this curly thanks for the follow. Guys, I really appreciate the follow. You don't know, but I do. I do, guys, I do. Yeah, so circular, and this should be 10.0 for the edges. Yeah, so we have your time is in GMT, or what's cause okay, yeah, my time is in GMT. Thank you guys for the gifts. My time is in GMT. Yeah, is it Greenwich Mean Time? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, June, I saw the DM, but I can't answer right now, so I'll reply when I'm done. Yeah, so guys, this is basically how our button is supposed to look like. All right, after building this, I would have to build another one that's like this. Then we can just do something sweet right now, something very sweet. It's gonna be very sweet. So let me copy this and redo same thing, then we can make use of it. Guys, thank you very much for all the follows, for joining the club, yo, and also being part of the coding community. Guys, we are the ones that are doing it. Yeah, Abel, HR Live, JD, everybody, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so we have to put a space in between these items, right? So let's do a constant size box with a width of an 8.0. All right, Spanky, thanks for the follow. Guys, thank you very much for the gifts and the likes. I really appreciate all of them. Yeah. So what we are going to do next, right? What we are going to do next is to set this icon. This is what we are going to do for this button. All right, we are going to have this with the only the border and then the elements, and that is it. Is it Mikeson? I hope I'm right with the name. Boss Mikeson, thank you very much for all the plenty gifts. Thank you. I'm happy, guys. Do you code with AI? Nah, not nah, mostly I do this one, and my company does not also, my company, I don't know, I don't, not that much. Nah, I don't. I use it for generating dummy data. So maybe when I'm building and I want to generate dummy data, maybe a lot of dummy data, and I don't want to do it myself, I just give it to it and then it generates it for me. Boom, then I use it. But to code mostly with AI, I don't. Let me see. Yeah, this is my editor, and I haven't even used this before. Yeah. All right, Mikeson, you can just drop a DM. I currently am running a course, and in September I'm starting the new cohort, right? I'm starting the new cohort this September, so you can drop a DM, and then let me get you on board, or let's get on board and see what's in. Yeah, so currently the September, I think the August one is almost done, so I can't add you to that, but if you're interested, we can sign up for the September one. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so let's do this. This is what we have, and we are going to have primary 100, yeah, which is this. So we are going to set the border, which was going to be the primary 100. Let's do that. Border side. So hey bro, hey boss, what's up? Yeah, so color is going to be app colors dot primary 100. Do you use Figma? Yeah, I am using Figma for the design. As you can see, this design is from Figma. It's on Figma, so yeah, I use Figma. I need your support. Okay, what is it about? Hey bro, how can I join your class? Yeah, Ahmed, send me a DM, right? Just send me a DM, and then I will connect you. I have the community for the September cohort, so when you send a DM, I'll just join you to it and tell you what we are going to do and how it's going to be like. I like Figma for front-end development. Yeah, Figma is like one of the cool ones. Bro, how to switch tab in Mac, bro? Like you did. Okay, to switch tab, I normally use my 3 fingers and then you swipe like this. Use 3 fingers like this and then you swipe. So when I put this down, I swipe like this and then like this. Yeah, 3 fingers. How much does it takes? How much it takes Figma to learn? How much it takes to learn Figma? I don't teach UI, but you can send me a DM and I'll connect you to a friend, a good friend that does UI, that do UI or that does UI. I don't know. Yeah, people should. Yeah, so let's set the background color to transparent like this. I create a website, but the payment section is a problem. Okay, that is always a problem. So what payment method are you using, or what payment platform are you using for it? So let's set our color, app colors dot primary 900. All right, yeah, I saw the DM. I would reply to it just after the live. Yeah. So how can you help me, Flutter, for M-Pesa? Are you building in Flutter? I think M-Pesa. What program? What is it supported on? I don't know if it's supported on this one, Paystack. I don't know if it's supported on Paystack, but Paystack is also a good option for payment methods or payment platforms. You can check out Paystack. Paystack is cool. Border color change primary 900. Wasn't it primary 100? Yeah, it's primary 100. I was talking a lot when I saw it, so I didn't even pay attention. Thank you very much. Yeah, so guys, we can move on. Okay, the comments, let's keep it coming. I would build a while and then answer it, answer the comments. Yeah, so let's have this as the cache, right? Oh, we don't have cache. Let me set money like this. Do we have money? Not like that one. Let me set cash, so I can DM you for, yeah, you can DM me. Sometimes I get a lot of DMs and I answer all of them, so you can go ahead and DM me. Yeah, so guys, we don't have the cache icon. What we can do is to download it from here and then make use of it. So I'm gonna download it together with the no, I want to download it too, but it's not possible. So let me take this. Chief Bono. Is it Bono or Bono? Is it Chief Bono or Chief Bono? Are we animated? You can make it still simple, bro. Worse you coding without AI. I don't get it. Yeah, so I asking that I code with AI. The reason why I use gateway for payments, use gateway for payments, or what payment gateway do I use? I want to learn software development. Okay, Chief Bono, if for anybody that wants to learn, please just send me a DM. Right, the September course, all right, the September cohort is already in preparation. So no, I'm saying you make it look simple. Okay, yeah, guys, boss, it's actually very simple. Yeah, it's actually very simple. If you follow from episode 1 all the way to this section, you realize that it's very simple. The problem is software engineering or coding is not that difficult, right? Mostly no, this is not React Native, this is Flutter. Mostly it's the first person that you get to converse with about software engineering. They are basically the ones that normally spoils your mind towards coding or building apps, right? So you meet, just assume, right, that you meet someone that finds it very difficult to build or to build apps like we do here. And then you tell that person that, yo bro, I want to learn software engineering, or I want to be a software engineer. And because it's very difficult for that person, the person would automatically tell you that, hey, it's not easy as you think. It's not easy as you think. And if you want to get it quicker, then use AI. Then that's the beginning of the end for you. Right, so it's basically the first person that you get in touch with, the first person that the first date, like it's always the first thing, like the first. That's what destroys your knowledge or your zeal concerning software engineering and all those things. So yeah, it's not that difficult. Which AI tool are you using? The only AI tool I'm using is my head. Yeah, my head and the knowledge. Yeah, I'm not using any AI tool. Yeah, it's coming straight from the head. I think we can just use white here. I don't even know why yeah. So it's coming straight from the head, no AI tool. Yeah, so guys, we have this, we have the icon. The next one we are gonna have, it's would be this, right? So the next one we can have is going to be this one, which is the Apple Pay. Your head, bro, you must be a genius. I'm just a young boy that is in love with this. What is the best programming language for mobile app development? Yeah, so for mobile app development, we have two options. Are you trying to be a native developer? Native developer in a sense that you'll be building for only one maybe operating system, which is either going to be iOS or Android, since the two of them are the most talked about systems. So if you want to build for only Android, then you are looking at something like the natives, maybe Kotlin. All right, you have to understand Kotlin and Java. Yeah, so if you want to go native, then Kotlin and Java for Android, and if you want to go native for iOS, then you learn Swift. But if you want to go both platforms, which is cross-platform, then Flutter is like a good option for you to go with. Because with Flutter, when you build once, you build for all platforms. Yeah, so if you are trying to be a mobile dev and you want to get started, I'll just tell you that just take Flutter. Yeah, take Flutter so that you can already be building for both platforms. And then as you build, you learn. As you build, you learn. Yeah, Flutter. Iconic, no, Flutter. The name is Flutter. Yeah, comment wasn't posted. Which is the best place to deploy websites? Websites, the best place. All of the options are like good. It depends on your budget and what you want to deploy. We have Google Cloud, we have the Azure, we have AWS, and then we have Render, we have other platforms where you can deploy it. So it depends on what you are deploying. You can even host using Firebase. You can host using this one. Yeah, Kotlin multi-platform. Yeah, that one too is there. You can also use Kotlin multi-platform to build for both platforms, iOS, Android, and all that. Guys, I'm doing a lot of talks. Let me build a little. What is the advantage of the native compared to Flutter or React? Use Firebase DB. I normally build my backend, but yeah, I use Firebase for notifications and other stuff. What is the advantage of the natives compared to Flutter? The natives, the natives, as you can see, the natives are strictly directly connected to their platforms. So it's easy to have access to some native configurations that you might want to do with a certain platforms, right? So if you are building for Android and there are some configurations that requires you to access the native sections or some sensitive sections of the app or the operating system, since it is Android and native languages are for Android, and you just get a chance to use some packages, or it becomes flexible, right? Accessing the native sections or native sensitive parts of an operating system in your app. Yeah. And for Flutter, native lang can access more Android. Yeah. And for Flutter is also good because currently Flutter runs almost as smooth as a native app. right? Flutter runs almost as smooth as a native app because of the rendering engines that they have back there, and then also because of this one, the way their code, right, the way the Flutter code is being converted back into the native language, translated into the native language, makes it easy for the platforms to see the Flutter code as their native language. So if I run this Flutter app right now, this Android system is not seeing it as a Flutter language. It is seeing it as a let me see, Kotlin. Yeah, I chose Kotlin. So it will be seeing it as a Kotlin language if I run this app. If I should run it on my iOS emulator, I'm using Flutter, but iOS will not see it as Flutter or that. It will see it as Swift. And that is thanks to the translation that is being done by the Dart language and the rendering engine for those things. I think the C++, this thing. Yeah, so the conversion that's been done, right, is basically what makes it feels as smooth as a native this. And I think I have to revise and I have to revise the documentation to get the full idea. But yeah, you need to share that knowledge to us vibe coders. Yeah, so that's why it's good to join my class, because you get to ask more questions and we talk a lot. And you also join my live so that we talk a lot. Guys, I'm live on the Red app. Guys, check out the Red app. You see a lot of videos there, and they are all like this: educative, fun, and beautiful. So please check the Red app, right? The link is in my bio, and the name is Code with Setso. Right, the name is Code with Setso, so you can see it and connect with me on the Red app, guys. Let's connect and then support each other from there. Yeah, so I've spoken for so long. Yeah, so let me move on and then let's build, right? So let me move on. What's your view on Python for a beginner? Yeah, what's your view on Python for a beginner? Yeah, so the language is, I can only tell you the best language you go with if I know what your end goal is, right? So if your end goal is mobile, I can tell you go with this language. If your end goal is web, I can tell you go with this one. If your end goal is machine learning, I can tell you go with this one and all those things. So if it is like that mixed feeling of not knowing what to go for, you can just text me and then I show you what to do. Web, yeah, for web you are looking at the very basics of everything, which is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's the very basics. When you are good from there, then you can move to the web frameworks, something like Angular, TS, and all those things. Yeah, so hello everybody. Yeah, what are you building? What am I building? This is an app, right? An app for a back end. I said a back end. Yeah, this is an app for a clothing a clothing brand. Someone that wants to put their brand out there, have an app for their brand. This is for them. Yeah, guys, the comments are a lot. Please, let's keep commenting, but I have to build small so that we continue. Yeah. Let me build a little, then we continue. I think that should work. And for the roadmaps, all right, for the roadmaps and direction, please just direct all of them to my DM and then I will answer you on all that. Guys, connect on the Red app, right? I'm very much available on the Red app, so let's connect there and then support the channel. Yeah, so what do we do now? We have 3 of this, which is the card, the cash, and the pay, right? I can just duplicate this right now to get this, but before then, let's download the Apple icon. Let's download this Apple icon to do the Apple Pay. Whoa, I can't get this. I can only get all of this as one, but I can't get one as a whole. Okay, then let me just download this. Yeah, so pick this, the Apple Pay, and then we'll make use of it. So copy this. I'm sure the Red app users are gonna get very angry. They are gonna get furious because they can't see the comments here. They can't see the comments here. They can only see what we have here, and most of them are gonna get. Please, if you are watching on the Red app, which is YouTube, sorry, we are live, so we have to respond to everybody. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so we have our Apple Pay icon, and then we can just move on and then drop it inside of our assets. Right, guys, if you're interested in learning this, even just watching my videos or checking out the videos, the playlist on the Red app should already give you a fair idea of what I do. So yeah, just try and check it out. And if you're interested, I want to major in computer, so what things can you tell me before jumping in? Okay, Limos, that's going to be a very long conversation right now, so please send me a DM. All right, just give me the same thing in my DM, and then I'll connect with you and we will text and then talk. So after I deployed my website, the engine optimization is not working. Yeah, this is Flutter. People will say Flutter, I say Flutter. Yeah, so for any issue, any deployment, app build related issues, please direct it to my DM. Right, yeah, so that we can pick it from there. So Mudashi, is it Mudashi? Yeah, direct it to my DM. Yeah, so guys, we have this button, right? And then the next thing we can do is to do the Apple Pay. I want to put this in a list, but it seems like I've already done everything like this, so I don't know if it will be important to even drop it in a list or anymore. Yeah, so I'm gonna just do this, right, and then have it as a image icon. Yeah, image icon should be okay. And then inside of it, we are gonna have the app assets. Wow, 3Ps. Yeah, app assets, and then what am I calling app assets? Assets image, guys. Yeah, and then in here I can call the app assets dot Apple Pay. Yeah, the Apple Pay button. Yeah, so run this, and then we have this. Why is it white and not dark? That's some way. Do we even have the Apple Pay? Let me check the color to this, and let's see. Let me change the color. Yeah, so let me change this color to app colors, app colors dot 900, and then let me see if the icon is there. Yes, and it's very small. Okay, that's why it wasn't showing. Okay, let's change the size to 24.0. How is 24.0 gonna look like? It's still very small. Wow, then this will call me to push it all the way to 80. Now it should be very big. Then I can drop it back to 40. Then it should be half of the 80. Now we have this and it's looking good. Yeah, so payment method. This is what we have for payment method, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, because I was expecting it to look like this, but the next thing we are going to do is that to make it fill the screen. All right, check this out. This is what we have, and this is what we have. You can see that the width of the elements are the same, although the children are not of the same length, right? Although the children are not of the same length, we have it matching the screen, right? The width matching the screen. So what we are basically going to do is that since this is in a row, we will drop the children in an expanded widget, right? And that makes the width flexible for them to expand to the available width on the screen. Yeah, so let's put it in expanded like this. And then now we are going to have this looking good, looking sweet, looking beautiful. Yeah, so guys, if you love what you see, thank you for the follow. Guys, have you checked the Red app? YouTube, have you checked it out? If you check it out, please try and drop that follow. All right, please try and drop that follow. What MacBook are you using? Also, what's your spec? Yeah, okay, I am using MacBook Pro M5 with 1 TB SSD, and then I think 16 gig RAM. Yeah, that's it all. That's all. That's all. Yeah, so guys, check out the Red app. The name is called Setso. And so what does Flutter build? Flutter is basically, what software are you using? I'm using Android Studio, and Flutter is for cross-platform app development, which means you can use it to build an app for web, for desktop, for MacBook, for iOS, for Android, and for Linux. And that is what it is. Software development. Where are you from? Yeah, I am from Ghana. I'm in Ghana. I'm from Ghana, and I am a Ghanaian. I'm soon joining campus. Which PC can I use? It depends on your budget though, because there are crazy PCs that I can recommend. So please just send me yeah, it's offline. Yeah, please send me a DM concerning the PC M Samuel, and then I would show you. Yeah, so Mudashi, if you want to do Flutter and you want to do the installation, you can check the red app. Right, check the red app. My name, code with Setso. Yeah, like how we have it here. Right, like how we have it here. Check this name, code with Setso, on the red app. Also click here, you have access to my profile, and then click on the link. It will take you to the red app, and then you check the playlist in there. Yeah, I have a video that shows you how to install Flutter. Also, you can send me a DM, and then I'll direct you or share the link with you directly. Yeah, so guys, let's build. Yeah, so we are done with this section 2, which is the payment method. Do you train programming in case I want to learn? Yeah, I'm Samuel. Currently, I am training some few people in mobile app development. That is for the August cohorts, and then I have the September cohorts that are already warming up, right? So you can send a DM, and then I'll be very happy to teach you mobile applications development. So you can send a DM, and then I'll register you on the September cohorts. We are beginning 31st of August. Then we can begin from there. Yeah, this is Figma, where the design is. So Stan is asking if this is Flutter or Figma. This is Figma, where the design is. And this is Flutter, where I am building the app. It's good to have you on board. I will be happy to have you on board too. We have people from different countries, yeah, with different time zones that are in the course, right? So it doesn't matter wherever you are, just get your good internet. Be willing to learn, please. If you're coming, be willing to learn. Seriously, I want to teach someone that is willing to learn, because I'll be happy to see you win. I'll be happy to even work with you after building or teaching you. So please be willing to learn. It's not about the money. It's not about what you are going to pay me. Also, yeah, I need the money so that I can buy my equipment and stuff. But at the end of the day, I want you to also have value for your money. So be willing to learn. When you join the sessions, please be willing to learn. Yeah, and then let's build this. Back to business. Yeah, so we are going to build this. Let's have a container. Yeah, this container is going to have a height and a width. So let's see, the height is of 52 and the width is taking all the screens. Guys, sorry, I didn't appreciate you for the follow. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I was saying a lot, so I didn't see the follows, right? So guys, sorry, thank you very much for the follow. All right, I hope to work with you guys again and again and again as we build together. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this decoration, box decoration, and then I'm gonna set the border radius. It's gonna be a circular border radius of 10. How much are these costs in Kenya? Kenya, I don't know your currency, but it is $130. I don't know your currency. It is $130. You can just do the conversion. Yeah. What programming language do Flutter use? Flutter use the Dart programming language. Yeah, Flutter use the Dart programming language. Yeah, robotics engineer, you're from Namibia. How do I get added to the September tutorials? Yeah, just send me a DM. All right, you send me a DM. I have the community created. So for every batch, I create communities where I join all of you together for announcements and also knowing each other and all that. So you can just send a DM. The DM should be very short. You are interested in learning, and then I'll connect you to the community, and then from there I I get you notified on what is next, when to pay, when to get started, what to do to get ready and all that. Yeah, so just send me that DM. What software are you using for coding? I am using Android Studio. I am using the Android Studio for coding. Yeah, so guys, the color here is 100. Yeah, so the color, let me set color. I always love to put color first. I love arrangement. Yeah, I put color first because after writing, I'm gonna have just something short like this, primary 100. So this line is shorter than this. Because of that, I always want color to come first. Are you gonna do the back end for this app as well? No, I'm not gonna do the back end for this app. I am not gonna do the back end for this app. The back end is gonna show up in this one. Why am I not getting border side? The back end will be in the next playlist. Yeah, so if you are new here, I normally build playlist by playlist, and every playlist will have what it is tackling or what new thing is going to bring on board. So backend is going to show up in a different playlist. Yeah, the name of the IDE, this is Flutter, Flutter, F-L-U-T-T-E-R. Yeah, and then color is app colors dot 100. Yeah, so this, are you getting paid for this? For coming live? No, I'm not getting paid. But for the courses that I offer, yeah, for every course that I offer, I get paid because people pay me to learn, and I teach them whilst they pay. Yeah, so that is that. Yeah, so now this is the container. I want to put a space in between this, right? So we have this and then this. Do we have any padding here? Do we have any padding here? No, we don't. So guys, thank you very much for the follow. Please, you can reshare as well, okay? You can reshare as well. And if you really like what you see and you want us to connect all the time and be connected on whatever we do, don't forget to check out my profile, right? My red app link is in there, so you can have access to it and then connect on the red app. No, I mean, are you getting paid for building the UI of this app? No, for this UI, it's just for educational purposes. So it's just my personal stuff. If you check the red app, right? If you check the red app, my channel, I have different beautiful apps that I built there. Very beautiful and nice apps that I built there. Some of them are this one. Let me see, where is that one? Yeah, we have some like this. You can have access to, say, mobile apps. What do you use for data visualization, like creating dashboards? You mean? I don't understand it. So for mobile apps, what do you use for data visualization? Like, if you want to create a dashboard in mobile app, is that what you mean? Like to create a Flutter dashboard? Is that what you mean? Yeah, so all these apps, you can have access to the code and the whole build process in yeah, so if you are using Flutter and I want to build my dashboard, I normally do the dashboard. I use Flutter for it. Yeah, you can build Power BI if desktop. Yeah, so you can actually use Flutter to build a desktop app. If that is what you're asking, you can use Flutter to build a desktop app. Yeah, you can use Flutter to build a desktop app, and then through there you would have access to maybe a dashboard and all that, if I get you well and that's what you're asking for. If it is back-end related to, then maybe you can use yeah, so you can use Flutter to build for desktop, MacBook, Linux, and all that. The software for coding, this is Android Studio. Yeah, this is Android Studio. Yeah, so you can check the red app, which is my channel. You have access to a lot of videos and tutorials and live sessions like this. I come live every day, 8 p.m. GMT, so you can follow me and wait for that notification. If you want to learn, then you send a DM. Yeah, so guys, let's build this particular section. So this is going to be a row. It's going to have 2 children, which is going to be this. Let me download this visa. All right, let me download this visa, and then we can move on from there. Yeah, so for all the notifications, for all the DMs, I see all of them. I'll respond after here. How can I code with you? I mean, I just joined, so I'm feeling left behind. Yeah, don't worry. Where do I even begin from? Yeah, so basically this app has been built in episodes. Yeah, so every episode I come live, and then we build it together. Whilst I am building, I answer questions like how we have in here, right? Like how we have in here, I answer questions and then I build. So from there, the videos are all on this one, the red app, which is my channel. This one, Code with Setso. You can have the link in my bio. So all the videos are in there in a playlist. So what you just do is that if you are interested in seeing what we do, where we started from, and you want to learn or code along, then you can check the playlist at your own time. You just access it and then build it. Yeah, so after every playlist, after a complete playlist, I update all the descriptions of the videos, the episodes. I update all of them, and then I put the code in there, the link to the code, so that you can have access to it. But for now, please just bear with me. Just watch with us. Let's have a conversation, because we've already done a lot. So you would have to go back and then check the previous playlist so that you get abreast with all that we've done. Yeah. Because we've done a lot, seriously, we've done a lot. Yeah, understood. Thank you. You are welcome, my boss, my favorite boss. Yeah, so let's have children, and then we are going to build this right now. We are going to build this. There's this visa and this blah blah blah. Yeah, so let's do something like the visa card. So we are going to call this image icon again, and then we'll call the asset image provider like this, the asset image provider, and then we'll call our app assets like this, and then app assets dot visa. Yeah, visa card icon. Yeah, rerun, and then we would have this. Why are the visa card icons, the other icons, they feel so small, and I don't understand it. So we can have the size as 40. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Amita far. Thank you guys for the follow. I really appreciate all of them. My guys, my bosses, man. I love you guys, yeah? But the red app, guys, the red app. Check it out, yeah? The red app. You're gonna enjoy beautiful things in there. Beautiful things. Oh, I hear we just code. We do beautiful things. I teach you how to code. I let you know that coding is very easy and simple, and I make it easy and simple for you so that you can also teach someone and let someone know that it's easy and simple. Just be serious with it then, and follow me, then you are done. Yeah, so let's have this app assets, code along, vibe along, anything. Anything, just do anything with me, and then yeah, good to go. App text, yeah, to app text dot semi bold, and then the size, this is going to be a medium. Okay, medium of 16, not semi bold. Yeah, so app text dot medium, and then this one is going to be this. Yeah, let's just copy this like this and then drop it here, because I don't want to type in it. Yeah, so we can have something like this. Guys, thank you very much for all the follows. Yeah, this is the text property. So let's have text, and then the font size is gonna be 16.0. oh my god, my weirdest. Yeah, so wow, this looks good. This is what we have. Yeah, as you can see, this is what we have. We're almost already there. I said wow because I wasn't expecting it to be this perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna have size box with a width of this, I think 8.0, It's like the very minimum width and the very standard width to give to stuff like this. Yeah, so from there we are gonna have something which is this icon, this pencil icon. I don't have the exact icon in the UI, so I would have to download it from here. So let me pick the pencil icon and then we can move on from here. Guys, this episode 13, right? It's been one of the beautiful episodes and also productive in explanation and putting you guys on, bringing you guys on board, but a little bit relaxed in implementation because of the talks. Yeah, so let me do pencil icon. Now I'm going to explain what I'm doing, right? So we have the pencil icon. We will keep it here. We will put it inside of the global app asset class that we've built for holding our assets, so that it will be easy for us to locate it, locate any asset that we want, right? That's why we created this particular global class. So we'll just create a variable that references the location to the asset, which is this asset in here. So all we have to do is, when we need that, we would just go ahead and then let's say we need it inside of this image icon. So let me pick my image icon in here. To specify the icon, I'll just call the pencil icon and then rerun this. Then I'm gonna have that, right? And for the size, it's always 24.0. So rerun and then we have that. Yeah, so now all I have to do, let me confirm this size. Is this size 24? This size is less than 24. I think it is 19.0. But without the size, let me see what I'm gonna have. Yep, so then I have to reduce it. Yep, so 19.0, and then it looks a little bit smaller. Then that is cool. Now as you can see, this is a row and these elements are being spaced out, right? Which means that this two has to be at one end and then this has to be at one end. To do that, we have to put these children, these two image icon, and that one we have to put them in another child row, so that both of them will be in one single row. All right, then at the end of the day, we would have two widgets inside of the parent row widget, which is this. So now if we change this from center to space between, which means we are putting a space between the elements, right? Then we are gonna have something like this. And this is looking good, but the rest, all we have to do is to make sure they are spaced out from the edges. So to confirm the best spacing, you can have this and then check how far it is from the edge. Deep insight. Thank you very much for that follow. That is a very deep insight. You have a very deep insight for following. That's a deep insight. Yeah, so what we are gonna have is to put a padding right inside of our container. Then that should solve our problem. So we are going to put a constant symmetric padding inside of the container, which is going to be a horizontal one. So I think 24.0 should be enough, right? Like this. Then we have what we are looking for. Yeah. Then we have what we are looking for. So now, thanks for the follow. So now this is what we got. But I'm still not convinced with this in here, right? So I have to increase the spacing. It's still too small for me. I'm not convinced with it. I feel like we can do better. It can be a little bit bigger than how it is. So let's go to the very first child here, which is this divider. Let's pick this and reduce the height. So we are going to take off the height entirely and then make use of padding to actually give it a proper height, right? So let's take this off and then wrap this divider inside of padding and set the vertical padding. All right, so we are going to have symmetric or vertical padding, and this should be 20 according to the UI. So now we have something like this. Yeah, I think I like this better than the first one, and even this one, looking at it, it should be 20, which is far better. So this divider is going to be exactly what we have here. Yeah. Welcome to Gboard clipboard. Any text you copy will be saved here. Forex trading. Yeah, so this padding, all right, this padding is going to be only bottom. Yeah, so only bottom would be pushed down. Yeah, so we are going to have something like this. Yeah, so after this, the next thing we want to do is to make sure that when we select this, we automatically change the active state to whatever we click on. Yeah, that's what we are going to do. So to do that, we will now have to take this. We'll now have to take this and do some few skirmishes and stuff like that. Okay. What I will do is to create an it and say selected payment, right? Selected payment option. So we are gonna have the selected payment option, which would be 0. Yeah, so we have index of 0, index of 1, index of 2, right? So selected payment option, we can have it as 0. But what I want to do is a little bit crazy. So to do it this way, all right, to do it one after the other for these buttons will be too much. Therefore, we'll be doing something better, all right, which is just picking a single button, right? Just picking a single button and then making use of it. Yeah, welcome to Gboard. One new message and Gboard. Yeah, thank you, Mikeson. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, brother. Are you from, is that Kenya? No, I'm from Ghana. Ghana, Ghana. Which software are you using? I'm using Android Studio. Yep, so let's do this. Widgets, and then we'll say build. I am using Android Studio. Oh, bro, why? Guys, thank you very much for the gifts. Yeah, so build a payment option. We'll have this as guys, thank you very much for the gifts. I appreciate all of them. Is this Kotlin? Kotlin? No, this is this one. This is that. Yeah, this is that. Thank you, Mikeson. Thank you very much for the gifts. And thank you guys for the follow. Which version of Android Studio? I think Quill, the name, the latest version. What's the name, Seth? Quill, is that the pronunciation? Let me search Android Studio. Yeah, Quill, I think Quill, let's see. Yeah, the Quill 3. Yeah, that is it. That's the latest version and it's what I'm using. Quill 3. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's go back to build. So let's build this button, right? So build payment option. We are gonna have this, and then we're gonna have it as a method. So we'll return the button. Which one do you prefer, that or Flutter? That works together with Flutter, right? So that is like the service part of Flutter. Flutter is the widget part, and that is the service part. So they go hand in hand. You can have them as one, and that is what makes up the whole Flutter SDK and then the distance. So they are not different. They're kind of brothers, and they go hand in hand when it comes to mobile development. So that is what we do here. What I have here, declaring a variable, it's that, and this is a that class. But this other material widgets, all right, this material package now holds the material 3 designs, all right, that we use as the widgets that have been implemented by the widgets and stuff, and it is what we are using. So they go hand in hand. Yeah, you can't leave that and do only Flutter. You can't leave Flutter and do only that. You put them together. Guys, thank you very much for the follow and the likes. Please don't forget to check the Red app, right? Link in my bio. Don't forget to check the Red app. There are a lot of apps in there, a lot of videos, so you can check it out. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, so let's pick our button, and then which of the buttons are we going to pick? Do you know what's the crazy thing that's going on here? We have this full button, and then we have this button which is like this. So these two, right, they have this icon and text, but this single one will have only this icon. So we have to do some few to get exactly what we are looking for. So return this. What we are going to do is that we write an if statement, and then we are going to create named variables, right? We are going to create named variables. So that named variables is basically going to look like this: required int, and then let's say index. So the index of the button, and then we will use that for what I'm about to do. So if the index, right, no, let me do it this way, right? So let me just create a final bool and say it's last items, right? So it's last item, or it's Apple Pay. So let me say it's Apple Pay, like this. So it's Apple Pay is equal to index, right? Index equals 2. Yeah, so Apple Pay index equal 2, and then we are going to return this button, right? So return, we are just going to, let me see the button. Where is it? This is it, the field button. Okay, let me pick one of this. Let me pick one of this, right? And make use of it. So we'll say if I can just have it this way. If it's Apple Pay, my spirit is telling me to do it this way. I don't want to do it this way, but my spirit is telling me to do it. So if it's Apple Pay, then let's return the Apple Pay button. Yeah, like this. Yeah, so if it is Apple Pay, bro, please, what be your YouTube channel name? Yeah, the name be this Code with Setso. This name now. Code with Setso. At the one, if you get a link for my channel, right? You can get a link in the bio, but this is the name, Code with Setso. This is the name. Yeah, so I beg, please just check it out and then drop that and check out the other videos as well. Yeah, so if it is Apple Pay, then we are going to return the field button, which is this one for the Apple. And if it's not Apple Pay, then we can return the other buttons, right? So we can return this, which is the other button. So let's use this one. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the gifts. Thank you very much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Yeah, so in here we have to do some few stuff, guys. We have to do some few stuff. So if you check very well, these two buttons, they have fields that are the icon and then the text. Thank you, Mikeson. Thank you very much for the gift. Thank you. We have the icon and the text, and we have to take care of that. So to do that, we would create a field this, which is this sessions, all right? Another named parameter, which is icon. So we are going to create a string called icon. So the icon reference, so icon ref, and then we'll create another string which is called the label. So the label we are going to have on the button, right? So the label we are going to have on the button. Let's create this required. Guys, thank you very much for the follow, the likes, the gifts, and the reshare. I appreciate all of them. Okay, I do, yeah, I do. Yeah, so from there, what we can do is to replace this card. Yeah, so we will replace this card with the label. Yeah, we'll replace this card with the label, and then what we are going to do is to also do something small. Kingsley, Kendris, thanks for the follow, the reshare, and everything. And then we are going to replace the icon. So we would have the icon as a widget. Yeah, this is like the best option right now. So let's have the icon as a widget, and then we can have this as icon. Yeah, nice, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so we have this in here for this button, and then we can do similar thing for this one too. Yeah, so this one does not have a label, so we can just have it like this. Yeah, and when we come here, because this is a row, right? Because this is a row, we would have to do something small, but yeah, we can still have it like this. And what we are going to do is to replace this with so let's take it down, and then let's replace it this way. So we are going to call this expanded, and then the child will be build payment option. So the index 0, the icon ref will be using the card, so we can have icon, and then we can use card, right? We can use this card, the card that we used. We can use this card for that icon. And then the label, what do you have for MacBook? what do you have for MacBook? As in, what do you have for MacBook? It's a little bit vague. I don't really get it. Please, can you break it down for me? Because I'd love to understand what you mean so that I'll answer you. So, what do you have for MacBook? It's kind of, I don't get it. Yeah. Please, can you rephrase your statements so that I would know what you mean? And then the first one is card. This one is money. I think cash. Yeah, cash. Guys, thank you very much for the likes. And then we are gonna have index as 1, and this one is using the other cache, this thing that we created, right? So it's gonna be an image icon, which will be the cache of the size blah blah blah, like we did here. Yeah, so is this not it? Yeah, this is it. So we're gonna pick this cache and then use it in there. So for the icon ref, we'll replace it with this cache. Yeah. What do you have for MacBook? I'm still waiting to see what you mean so that I would answer. Yeah, and then the last element is going to be this expanded. Yeah, with a child. Let's have the child, which will be build this payment options, and then the index is going to be index 2. The icon ref, we are gonna have nothing. So let me just have icon ref as nothing. So that means we can have icon ref as nullable, right? So we can have icon ref as nullable, and this. Yeah, but I think I can just put something there for icon ref. So let me say now, do we have something for icon ref? I can have something like icon, and then I can have something like nothing. Let's say 0. I can literally have nothing for it because I'm not even going to use it, so I can just give it something and then that should be it, because it's index 2 already have its icon ref, so I'm not going to make use of it. And then the label is going to be what? Nothing. So the label 2 can be left this way. Yeah, so after this, what we would do is to delete all this. Yeah, we are going to delete all this because we don't need it anymore. We don't need them. Yeah, so we are going to delete all of them. And now we have this. So if we rerun this, we would basically have this. All we have to do is to put that space in between them, which is that padding. That's more padding, then we should be good to go. Let me wrap the expanded in the padding and see if it will work. Yeah, and then let's have this as symmetric or horizontal. I always believe that the expanded has to be the outer child, but having it in the padding makes a little bit of sense. So yeah, that is what we have. Yeah, so going back, you can see that we have something like this. We have to do some few touches again, guys. It's crazy, yeah, but we would have to do it. Yeah, so when we come here, we will check if this item is the selected one, right? So we can have an int of is selected. Oh, I think a boolean. Yeah, sorry. We can have a bool that is like is selected. So we use this one to check the currently selected icon or the currently selected option. So is selected is going to be this. The index is equal to the selected. So selected payment option. Yeah, so if the index is equal to this, then that makes it the selected payment option, right? So what we are basically going to do is to set some few things when it is selected, right? So we have this, which has this background color. So what we will do is that all of these elements have to reside inside I think they have to reside in a container like the other one, right? They have to reside in something that we can make use of. So this is how Apple Pay look like, the border side and all those things. And we have to do similar thing for this one. So what we will do is that if it's selected, where is it, border side, right? So for the colors, if it's selected, then the background color is going to be dark, right? So it's selected. Let's do this. Yeah, it's selected with this, and then the color is going to be that, or it will be white. Yeah, so if we rerun, we are going to have something like this, because this is not selected, so it becomes white, right? And then from there we would have to create this, which is the border radius that we have here, the border side, right? So after the shape, we can create the side. I think we can create the side before the shape. Yeah, so we can create a side, and then we will have something like border side. All right, and then what we are going to do, guys, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. So what we are going to do is that we are basically saying, let me pick this here. So color, we are just going to set the color, and then we'll say it's selected. If it's selected, then the color should be app colors dot 100. No, if it's selected, then the app colors will be 900. Right, so app colors dot 900, just like the background. Just like the background, or we would have this, which is going to be this. Yeah, so we would have this too. Yeah, so rerun this, and then it's basically going to look like this. Yeah, so this is selected, that's why we have it this way. Now for the text, right, the labels, we also have to use colors. So the labels will do color. If it's selected, then the color will be white, else we would have it as app colors dot 900. Yeah, we would have that for the text. So if we run this, we are going to have this text. Yeah, okay, so this is Flutter. Yeah, so we would have this too for the text as well, and we can also do that for the icons. We can do that for the icons. Yeah, we can do that for the icons. So to do that for the icon, I think we would have to change this to, we would have to do it this way. So we can have icon, right? And then in here, we're going to have something like the icon ref, or we can just have something called icon. And then we are going to change that particular widget that we reference here to icon data. Yeah, to icon data. Yeah, so now we can have this icon, and then this icon needs the icon data, so we can call icon ref, and then this becomes our icon data. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the comments, and also thank you for checking out the red app on my profile, my bio. Please don't forget to subscribe when you get to the red app. Yeah, so now things are getting a little bit that's why we're still here. Yeah, so we have our icon. So inside of this, this is the problem. We will need a widget. Another one to say we'll need an icon. Another one to say we'll need a widget. Okay, I think I know what I would have to do. I think I know what I'll have to do. I know what I have to do. Yeah, but this, what I want to do right now, is not going to be the best option. It's not going to be the best option, but our elements are so small for us to waste this amount of time on it. So let me just see what I'll do, because this icon here is coming directly from the back, which is from assets. That's why it's giving an issue. So we can have something like this. We can have something like let me just put something here. Yeah, so we can have something like this, and then I'm going to ignore it. All I'll do is that when I come down here and specifying the icon, I'll say if so I'll say if, right, I'll say if index is equal to 1, then the icon should be this. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. Then the icon should be, let's have icon. Right, let's have this. Yeah, if the index is 1, then let's have this. Else we're gonna have this here. Else we are gonna have this particular icon. Guys, thank you very much for the likes. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, so now we should have something like this. It's the same thing, but we have to make sure that we change the colors of the icon based on the changes, right? So now in here we can say if it's selected. So if this icon is selected, then have 900, else have the color as white. And then same thing applies to this other icon as well, right? So we can have this and then do this in here. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. I'm a developer too. This is best. Oh boss, really? Are you really sure? Yeah, so if it's selected, let's have it as white. For this one, if the icon is selected, let's have it as white. Else, thank you very much. Thank you guys for the compliments. I really appreciate all of them, and it's good having you all on board. Guys, I would love for us to always connect, all right? Like, I would love to have that community of developers, and already I've set up a community on the red app in my profile. Right, the red app in my profile, you can have access to all the other videos that I've worked on, right? And also in my other section, my channels and stuff, you can have access to my videos. So guys, let's connect. Yeah, let's connect. Now we have everything set up. We have everything set up for this. Now we have to do this similar thing for this one too. Oh my J. Yeah, so to do it, it's very simple. We're just gonna pick this style. All right, we're just gonna pick this style and then give it to this. We don't have to do much. Yeah, we're just gonna pick this style and give it to it. And also we are gonna pick the colors here and then give it to it. The reason why we are doing it is that the 3 buttons are configured differently, right? They have different configurations, and that is why it's going this way. And that's why it's even taking a bit a little time. Yeah, so now on click of the button, when we select a particular option, what we want to do is to make it active, right? So we'll just set states. All right, we'll just set states for this option, and then we are going to have it this way, and then we'll say selected. All right, let's do selected option is equal to the index of this particular option. Yeah, so that's what we are going to do. Selected option is equal to the index of this particular index. Yeah, so we can just keep this and also give it to the other stuff. Oh, why are you saying that? Let me see. Okay, wait, why are you saying that? Let me see. I expected this. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, okay, then why were you talking blah blah blah? Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate all the follows, all the likes, all the gifts, and everything. I do, man. I do. Yeah, so let's rerun this and then try selecting our options. And now you can see that we can toggle between these options. And it's beautiful, man. It's very beautiful. So the question is, how did we get here? We go here all the way from the top somewhere. Guys, today has been a lot of conversations and development. Therefore, we haven't done a lot like how we always do in the previous episodes. Guys, that's why you would have to subscribe to the section, so that after everything, you can have your personal time to take a look at it and also learn some 1 or 2 from there and pick some 1 or 2 if you want to. Yeah, so let's do this, and then inside of our cart, let's search an item, and then I think we have some Nike. Yeah, so we can pick this item. The reviews, these are all the reviews, no problem. we can add it to cart, and then let's go here and check our cart. Then this is what we have in the cart. Let's go to checkout, and then this is our checkout screen. Now we are here. We're about to build all this, guys. Thank you, Samo, Jakes, guys. Thank you all for the follow. Yeah, so we're about to build this. We need this divider to this divider, man. Yeah, so we are going to need this divider. After this divider, we are going to have to add this short section, and then the rest. Then that's all, guys. We'll have to do this, because if we don't do it, then our goal for the day have not been achieved, right? So we'll have to make sure we finish everything before we leave. This episode is basically, it's going to be the longest episode so far. Yeah, so after all this, after building all this blah 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 up and down, what we need is that divider, right? So let's add it here. Let's give it a divider and see the separation. Boom, separation of powers. Yeah, now we can go to the next one, which is the order summary, right? So let's summarize the order. Yeah, so I can just have this as summary, yeah, to keep you guys guided when you check it out later. So let's have our sized box, guys. Thank you for the follow. The sized box, and then we are gonna have a column that says order summary. So let's have column is going to have children. The first child is going to be the app text that we have across the other sections of the screen. So it's going to be the app text. Let's check this. This is regular 16, and if you remember, we've already done this somewhere in the app, right? So if we go here, you can see that we've already done this section. So we are just going to pick it when we are ready for it. Yeah, so let's do the order summary so that we will go back there and take it. It's for us, so we can take it and reuse it. Unless you want to build it from scratch. Unless you want us to build it from scratch, then we can do that. Yeah, but we are way behind time, so we are not going to build it from scratch. We will just pick it, and then that's all. So this payment method will now become order summary like this. Rerun, then we have this. Beautiful. Wow, guy, what does it mean, bro? What does wahoo mean? Is it wahoo? I don't get it, bro. Yeah, somebody help me. Yeah, guys, are you guys checking the red app? Have you checked? I said red app. Have you checked out the red app yet? Or you want to wait a little while? If you wait a little while, it's just gonna take a lot of time. So let's do it now, guys. Yeah, so on the cart screen, we are going to pick the design that we did, which is this. Yeah, so we are going to pick this section, which is this column, and then let's pick this design. Yeah, so in here, cool. Great. Yeah, at least I understand cool. Yeah, thank you, boss. You all are my bosses. You people are my bosses, man. Yeah, so we have order summary, and then let's put the spacing. What's the spacing between this? I think it is 16. Okay, so below order summary, we're gonna have to add the spacing, which is the height of 16.0 before we move on. B, thank you very much for the like. B, thank you for the likes. Yeah, so this is what we have, and then in here, guys, colo. Do you know what colo means in my language? It means something crazy, and I'm not gonna say it here because I can't, man. I can't say it here. So we have this. We have what we're supposed to do here. We've already done it in the cart screen. That's why it's just easy to drop it here. Then we move on. Yeah, and then after that, what we are gonna do is just the final one, which is this button, right? So we are gonna build this button, then this like coupon. So let's add it to the order summary so that we'll have this button on its own. Yeah, so inside of this, after the order summary, we can go ahead and add the coupon field. Yeah, so let's check the spacing between this and this, which is going to be 16.0. So let's take this 16.0, drop it here, and let's have another row. Yeah, we are gonna have an input field right now. It's gonna be back, so get ready. Yeah, so let's have this, guys. Thank you very much for the follow, the likes, the gifts, and the reshare. So we have this, and then let's have text form field. Yeah, text form field is gonna look basically is gonna look like this. Why is it? Yeah, it's not there. I think I have to put it in expanded. Yeah, so we have our text form field, and then we just gonna style it right now to get exactly what we have there. Yeah, so outlined, no, it's not that. Decoration, yeah, I think text decoration. What? I forgot. I seriously forgot. Let me see. No, not text out. I think decoration. Yeah, input decoration. Yeah, bro, I'm passionate about software engineering. I'm currently in the DRC and I really enjoy your life. Oh, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much, brother. It's good to have you on board. Don't forget to check out my this. If you enjoy it, please. I would love to have you on board. So don't forget to check here. Okay, here. You see here. Yeah, when you click there, you have access to my other channel. I can't name it here because TikTok will hold my neck if I name it. So you know the red app, the one that starts with Y. Yeah, the same name code with Setso. When you go on there, I'm live right now and you can check it out. And also let's appreciate each other and keep building. Yeah, don't forget to drink water. Yeah, so in the decoration, thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming on board. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, so we need this, which is going to be the border radius. All right, so let's see. I think what we need is border. Yeah, and then we are gonna have outlined input border, and after outline, thanks very much for the follow. After the outline input border, we are gonna have to set the side, which is like border side. All right, so the border side, and then the color is gonna be our app colors. Yeah, app colors, and then we are going to use the 100, which will look like this. So if we rerun this, you can see that we have this border looking like this, right? Let's do on tap outside right now. So on tap outside, what we want to do is unfocus this field, so we can use it takes an event, tap event, and then we are going to take the focus scope. Right, we've done all this in the previous episodes, that's why it's like I'm not explaining them, but focus scope dot unfocus should make this field unfocus when we tap outside. Yeah, so after the border side, we can have the shape. We can have I think border radius, sorry, we can have the border radius, and it's going to be the circular border radius, right? And then that should be 10, right? This designer likes 10, so let me do 10, and it's gonna look like that. Let me see, is it 10? What's the radius, Mr. Designer? Yeah, this is actually 10. I know it's gonna be 10. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for the likes and the followers and the comments. So I really love the comments, guys. Today is like one of the most exciting episodes that I've held so far, and I really appreciate all of you, right? Focus border is gonna have this, and this is gonna be 500, a little bit deeper than what we have. So when we focus, it looks like this. Yeah, so what else do we need? What else do we need from here? Is that 100? The 100 is not looking like the 100 that I need. I think it's enabled border, right? So let's put this and then see. We have focus border, and then enabled border. So let's see. Yeah, so now this is what I need, and this is it. Yeah, so guys, that is that. Guys, thank you very much for the gift, the follows, everything. I really appreciate it. Now I can't even go offline when it's time for us to close because the love is massive, guys. I would love us to transfer at least 1% of this love, yeah, to, yeah, I have where I started all the way from beginning, Kelly, and it's available on the Red app. Right, you can check the Red app. That's YouTube. Yeah, that's the Red app. You can check it out. The name is called Setso. You can have the link in my bio, and then you access it from there. When you go in there, I'm live right now, so you can just pick the playlist, which is the StyleX playlist, and then you have access to it. Yeah, hello friend, what's up? Yeah, guys, when you get there, please sub for me, okay? I love it. Thank you very much for the gifts, my friend. Yeah, so we have this the focused border, we have the outline border, and then we have the, which other border? We have the actual border. Yeah, these three borders, they have what they do. So for this border, this is like the overall border of the input field, whether it is focus, unfocus, whatever, this is what you have. For the enabled border, input field can be disabled in a particular circumstances, right? So enabled border is what we have here, which affects the input field when it's not disabled. And then the focus border is when the input field is focused, like this. That is the difference between all the borders that you are seeing on the screen. Yeah, so we can have this, and then we need some few things, which is going to be this icon, and then the hint text, right? This is a hint text. Enter promo code is a hint text. So let's install instead of inside the decoration, we can have a hint text, right? But we can just have it as hint so that we can use our app text widget, right? App text reusable widgets dot I think that should be regular, right? Regular, we are gonna have a text, and then that text is enter promo code, right? So we can have that as enter promo code, yeah, like this. And if we rerun, we are gonna have that. So let's check the text property. This is a regular of 16 with a primary of 400, right? So let's set the font size. I think it's 16, and then the color is our app colors dot 400, like this. Yeah, so rerun, and then we'll have this. Now this that we have here, all right, is called the suffix, right? The suffix icon is what we are going to use. So if we should hide this and do suffix, right, the suffix icon, then we can now call this I think we can call it a suffix icon. We have suffix icon, yeah, too. We can have it like this, and then the icon can be what? Do we have that icon? I think we have that icon somewhere. What's the name? We have cash, we have bell, we have lion, we have logo, Visa, bag, Apple Pay. Tag, is that tag? Let me see, is it tag? Yeah, this one. This is what we are. Bro, I'm also a software developer. I work with React, Django, and Postgre. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry guys, it's prefix. Yeah, okay. Oh, then it's good to have you on board, guys. I like it when we have developers, because yeah, you get to understand whatever is going on here, and I really appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Phew. Yeah, so I'm also a developer. I do a lot, but I love mobile. I love building mobile apps and all those things. That's why anytime you come live, you see me here building a mobile app. Yeah, it's good to have you on board, my brother. Yeah, so we have this for the text, and then the next one we are going to do is this button, which is add, right? So we can use the same field button that we created. We're just going to have to do this. It's going to be very quick. Field button. I think we even don't have to create it all again, because we can get it from the cut screen, which is basically going to be this button. All right, this field button. Guys, I don't drink water. Yeah, so we can have this field button like this. What we have to do is to make sure that what software are you using? Yeah, I'm using Android Studio. I am using Android Studio. Yeah, so this field button is basically saying add, like this. And then what we have to do is to take off this other icon. So we can do this, take this out of here and replace it with this. Yeah, I'm using Android Studio, and yeah, and then we'll just put a little spacing between these two, so constant of a sized box with a width of 16.0 as the space between them. Then we should have something like this, which is add. So enter promo code and add. I think the 16 is even too much. The gap should be 8, yeah, 8.0. So let's change this to 8.0. Yeah, so guys, this is what we have on the screen, and this is what we have on the screen. I hope you can see it. Thank you for seeing it. Now the next button is going to be this place order button, and we want it to be the last button in the at the bottom of the screen, right? So to have it, this is one widget that a lot of people have no idea of, right? A lot of people, is this hard for a person who wants to learn and try make it for? Yeah, it's not difficult. If you want to learn, right? Yeah, you're just joining. So I offer courses, I do trainings, all right? I do a lot of trainings every year. I do a lot of trainings. Yeah, so currently the August training is ongoing, and it will be ending in the next week, right? The August training will be ending in the next week, and then the following Monday, which is going to be 31st of August, the September training will begin. So if you're interested in learning, if you have the passion and you're interested in learning, you are going to learn a lot. You do a lot of reading, a lot of research, a lot of assignments. So if you are up for it and you are interested, you can send me a DM. I'll add you to the cohort when it's getting to the end of the month, or when we are getting close. You just make your payments, you get your code and everything, then we start our course. Thank you. Yeah, so I can teach you if you are interested in learning directly from me. Yeah, so guys, this is one of the widgets that a lot of people don't make use of. I know if I try using it right now, it might break the layout, but let me see if I can use it. It's called Spacer. What it does is that it pushes all elements away of the screen until the very last one, and that is it. It will break the code because why? Because of the single child scroll view. Yeah, it will break the code because it is inside of a single child scroll view, which is this element, and it is fighting for a space. What specific software are you trying to do? Like, yeah, it's a mobile app. Where do I stay? I'm in Ghana. And I'm in the and I'm in Greater Accra region. Yeah, I'm in Ghana. So this is the app. For anybody wondering what we are trying to build, we've already built all the screens. So we are currently on this screen, and this is the app. Yeah, so you can check my red app. Yeah, you can check the red app here. You have access to everything. When we started from the beginning, we started from scratch. So you can check it up there and start practicing, and also check out the other videos that we have in there. Yeah, so guys, I have to take off the spacer to bring back this, and then what I can do, if I really want to use the spacer, then I have to wrap the single child scroll view in a column, right? Then after this single child scroll view, I can now call my spacer, the spacer widget, and like this. Now the elements will not run out of the screen, and then I can now drop this button that I want to use. So where is the button? Yeah, I can now drop this button that I want to use, like this. Rerun, and then we have this. It's down in the bottom. So what I can do is just put it inside of this pattern, all right, and then make it a 16. So I can make this symmetric, horizontal of 16, and then a vertical of I think 32 should be okay. Let's see. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate all of them. So at the end of the day, this is what we get for our button. We only have to change the text, which is saying place order. So on click of this button, we are placing order like this. So this becomes place order like this. Yeah, guys, so this is exactly what we've built. Okay, I'm also somewhere in Accra, and I asked because I'm thinking of having an intern. Okay, you are thinking of having an intern. That means you are a dev and you need an intern, or you want to come do internship. I have a project for building library book management system for a C#. Give the procedure. That is very straightforward and that is very straightforward and orderly. If you are building a system, right, guys, let me already submit this video. All right, let me submit this session so that I can have a little talk with you guys before I go off. Yeah, so this is the full app. Define yourself. We've done a whole lot. If you want to see them in here, we have reset password, everything worked on, so you can check out the video to access all that we've done. And it's in the red app, right? And the link to the red app is in my bio. The name is Code Researcho. You can search Code Researcho anywhere on any search engine, and you'll get my socials, my red app channel, and everything. So you can check it out and also appreciate it. Yeah. S7, you can drop a DM concerning the procedures or how you want to move, and then we can talk about that. Thank you very much for the follow, MTM. So this are notifications. This when we want to do this filtering. This is when we are adding to our carts, and then we can see it in saved items. So we can also remove a saved item. When we go search, we can search for something Nike. Click on Nike. You can check the reviews on Nike. Go back. You can add Nike to cart. You can go to the saved and add maybe regular v-neck to cart. All right, then inside of cart you have access to all this. You can increase the count, reduce the count, take one off, then you can navigate to checkout. So this is the checkout that we've built right now, and this is how it looks like. Yeah, so this is the checkout that we've built. In here you enter your code and then you add to checkout. So in the next episode, which is going to be episode 14, we are going to do the change, which is going to be the address screen. So we are done with checkout screen. We can have it here. The next thing is going to be the address screen, right? So we are going to build a screen very quickly in episode 14. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to finish with this screen. All right, 10 minutes should even be enough to build this. All right, so this is what we are going to do. All right, this is what we are going to do in episode 14. Don't forget to like. All right, don't forget to subscribe. And if you watched all the way to this particular section of the video, that means you love it, you like it, and you've watched it all the way to this section. So don't forget to subscribe, because that keeps me building and that makes me bring more videos for you. I'll see you in episode 17.